Hello fellow gamers, Jim here, and welcome back to yet more Strawberry Jam. So, we're chipping our way through the lobby very slowly, but surely. And now we are on to the third target. So, Forest Path and Azure Caverns down, we're now looking for Loopy Lagoon. Which is actually quite nice because if we have a look at this. This has been bugging me. So, the map is getting filled out, which we love to see, but we've got an uncleared level in the top, top right. At the top. It's not top right. Yeah, top right of what we've uncovered. You know what I mean. That uncleared level is Loopy Lagoon. So now we can finally clear it, which fills my little OCD heart with joy. So, let us move on over to Loopy Lagoon by Koff. I'm going to say Koff. I struggled to pronounce the name before. So, Loopy Lagoon by Koff. Code by Caterpillar. Art by Dan TKO. Mail Drop Folder. Mintberry. Mosscan. Music by Kenakofer. I'm going to say kenakofer. Screen Wipe by Vamp. Sticker by Polythesia. Playtesting by Cactus, Projecteer, Real Hojo. The captain is Banana23. And we have special thanks to Frog. So, let us begin. Ooh, that screen wipe was pretty cool. And, also, can I just say, the music in this level is an absolute bop. So, clearly, first thing is to grab the silverberry. No, let's not do that. The first thing to notice is these awesome new blocks, which I guess are sort of reminiscent of a Fruit Loop, which hence a Loopy Lagoon. Just look at this aesthetic. Oh, it's just lovely. We've got waterfalls, we've got poison milk. Milk is poison, children, never forget. We've got some great decor in the background. Yeah, absolutely. What a lovely, colourful level. Now, these blocks act like clouds insofar as if you jump off them, they don't give you a bounce. If you jump off them midway, they give you quite a big bounce. But if you jump off them right at the end, they give you a huge, humongous bounce. So, we can use that to get all the way through. Now, one other thing that I should probably mention is that I will almost certainly do this once or twice. I'm going to try not to do it. With these bubbles, which are from the main game, there is a technique called fast bubbling, where if you go in it and dash, as soon as you hit dash, the bubble executes, it spits you out. Whereas normally, if you go in it, there's like a half a second delay. Now, fast bubbling is not a technique you need for the beginner lobby, and it is taught to you in a later gym. So I'm going to leave. I really don't intend to do any fast bubbling, but it's muscle memory that's so burned into me at this point. So I will almost certainly do a couple, so apologies for that. But it's not needed at all, so just take your time. Now, the cool thing about these, if you grab onto the side of them, and then you can use them as a cloud again if you like, somehow. So you can jump right at the end. Yep, see, I just did a fast bubble. Right, let's not do that. Okay, so we can use these to make our way through there. Fantastic. What we got? We've got 3 berries to look for. Fantastic. I say fantastic quite a lot, apparently. Oof. Okay, no fast bubbling required. Must remember that. Okay. Okay, we're making our way through. So some of these jumps are a bit tight. This is a green level, but I think this is quite a bit more difficult than the maps we've already cleared. So you have to do a lot more chaining things together. And now, in this screen, we think, okay, well, what's the point in this? Can't make it over there. we can get to here, but then we've got no dash. Right, what is the solution? The solution, my friend, is to do that. So, yeah, what the game is trying to teach you, and you can do it with your own dash as well. If you dash into one of these blocks, either with a bubble or with your own dash, it propels you across the room the other way. So that's good. If you do it with a bubble, you maintain your dash because you've not used your dash to do it. So that makes sense. But otherwise, yeah, let's enjoy some of this tech because it's so much fun. It's got a really crunchy sound effect to it, yeah, honestly, this is a great level. I thoroughly enjoy this. I thoroughly enjoyed this level. I think this might have been the first level I played when I did play it for the first time. I can't actually remember. Okay, so let's jump here now. Did the curious amongst you note what I noted? So we can have a look at the rest of the screen, but before we do that, observe to the top left there, we have a possible route. And as I say, you always got to explore, so we can use this to get up here. And lo and behold, we do indeed have a side room with a berry at the end. So a bit of platforming required here. Let us see how we get on. So this block should get out of the way, so that's nice. Come back here, we can use that, use this to go over there. Grab this block again, use that to get your dash back, dash into this, and we're done. Do you see what I mean? That's a little bit harder. That's a little bit harder. Now the berries usually are a harder challenge than the rest of the level, so fair enough. But I think that's a little bit harder. Yeah, I will say that. But the green level nevertheless, and really good fun as well. So you should definitely come and play this one. Right. So here we want to dash into that. Use the height of this. So this is quite. You need like a good max height jump there, because otherwise you ain't gonna make it. Because yeah, you need to get all the way over there. Then use the bubble to get your dash back. Dash into the side, and we're through. Let's go. Okay, so another thing about this map, actually no, I'll talk about that at the end. I'll talk about the end. I hope I remember to, because it's not that insightful a point to make, but it is a useful one nevertheless. Jim, the editor here, and of course I did indeed forget to come back to this. What I was going to say was it feels like the level gets the absolute maximum it could out of these loopy blocks. You know, it asks us to dash into them, to grab onto them, to jump onto them. You'll see some cool stuff later in the level. So it's like, it's not just that they've introduced something a little bit, they've introduced something cool and then really explored it, which I think is always worth a good call out, because it's quite easy to sort of, you know, just do a little bit of it and then not fully explore it. But in this case, nah, A+. Right, now let's use this. Dash into there, use the bubble, get your dash back, and up we go. Tricky. Okay, so this is all going swimmingly so far. Use this platform falls away, we don't like that. Land on this block, and off to victory. Now, this is a fun object, because what you're supposed to do is come over here, and that's fine, right? And then play the rest of the screen. But if you're a cool kid, you can do this. Whoops. Hey. But yeah, you don't need to. You definitely don't need to do that. So the way you're supposed to do that is use this to get the momentum to come up here. Now, look at that. What is this? Now, hopefully, some of you will remember these from the base game. These are berry seeds, and the way they work, if you pick up all 3, or however many there are on any given screen, it will create a berry. You do still need to pick it up, but if you die now, so I haven't picked it up yet, if I die now after having created said berry, then the berry will still be there. So as long as you pick all 3 up, you don't have to worry too much about dying, because it will be waiting for you where it originally was supposed to be. But let's pick up that berry and notice that that is indeed the 2nd berry out of 3. Fantastic. And also you might notice my berry count in the top left is saying 8. So what that is counting is all the berries for the beginner lobby so far, which you love to see. Okay, so this one, we want to use that to get down here. Ooh, we got to go quite quickly there. Ooh, and I did that wrong. So there you go, even the mighty Jim the Gamer can mess these up. Yeah, you can see, like, these rooms are no joke. I'm surprised this is a green level, do you know what? This is definitely more difficult than the previous 2. Anyway. Right, so we've got another suspicious looking platform here. Any secrets in there? Nope. Oh, that's a spike. So we can use this platform. Ah, okay, cool. So this platform doesn't leave the screen, which is nice. So we can use our binos here to have a look at what's going on. Quite a complicated room with what appears to be 2 exits. Let's bear that in mind. Now, we're going to bounce up. Now, yeah, so the interesting thing here is you might miss that, but if you use your dash to make it to that loop, then you're scuppered. So what you actually want to do is grab onto this wall with your dash, use that to get all the way over there. Then we can go up and up and up to freedom. Now, yes, we do have the clearly intended exit for the screen is over there. So that means we need to check this out. Now this is fun. If you grab hold of these, oh gosh, I dashed it. Whoa! Okay, come on now. If you grab hold of these, they bounce up and down, right? So if you grab them very briefly, you can dash underneath. So that's pretty cool. But just be careful, because if you grab on and then walk under, you will get smushed. Oh, okay. There we go. Right, let's see what's up here. We've got a bino that we can use to have a look around, and there you go. We have found the 3rd berry. Great success. Well, not yet. Haven't got it yet. Don't want to jinx ourselves. But I think we got it. And that is the 3rd and final berry for the level, and the 9th for the lobby. How fun. Ah, I do love this. This is a great map. This is a really fun map. And it's still going. It's still going. This is quite a bit longer than either of the other 2 maps, I think. Oh gosh. Okay. So yeah, so you can, if you're quite quick, you can sort of well, it doesn't really matter. You can use, there you go. So you can like use the bubble push down to get you the jump. But you don't need to do that, because if you just come down here and then wait, set yourself up, you can do that. Come across here. Now that's fun. You need to do it upward diagonal and then a down left diagonal boost out of the bubbles in order to hit the loops correctly. And we're still going. It's a long map. Okay, so this is confusing. What do we do here? This doesn't make a lot of sense. Well, the solution is to come up here, grab onto that, which releases that block. Same again here, so that block is now gone, so we can use this bubble loop combo to make our way over to the end of the screen. And we're not done. So we're still going. I like these fossilized Fruit Loops in the rocks. So yeah, you can see one there. There's a big one here. I think that's quite cute. Just a lovely little bit of decoration to go with the rest of the lovely decoration in this map. Now, let us use all the techniques that we've learned to beat this big screen. Yeah, this is a long, tough screen. Is that a checkpoint if I die here? Yes, it is. Okay. So if you die here, then you at least get to resume in the middle of the screen rather than having to go all the way back from the start. Blimey. That was a long room. And do you know what they say about long rooms? Sometimes you just want to do them again. Okay, there's a checkpoint right there, which is nice. They are usually the last room. Well, let me put it this way: the last room in a map is usually quite long. You can't just say, "Oh, this room is long, therefore it's likely to be the last." You can kind of get a sense of it. I think that was the last room in the map. And yes, there is our crystal heart to collect. But what a fun level that was. We've got some, what are these little butterfly things down here? The trees are all growing Fruit Loops on them. Honestly, the music is an absolute bop. I think we are on to a winner. Right. So now we're up here. And then we're going to try and do our Heart Ultra again. I didn't explain the Heart Ultra before. It's completely pointless tech. I think there is like 2 maps that actually use it in a constructive way, and they're both quite tough maps, so we won't be getting to them for a while. But basically, the way hearts work, if you approach it without a dash, you get your dash back, right? And if you dash into the heart, it collects the heart. So if you approach it without a dash, no, I didn't quite get the Heart Ultra there, but never mind. If you approach it without a dash, and on the first frame that you hit the heart, you also dash, you can dash away from the heart, and it collects it. Anyway, pointless Heart Ultra, which I didn't even achieve. So, yeah, let's have a look at the credits again. While I go through my thoughts. So, gameplay. Bon magnifique. The loops are just a joy. They're like a cloud and a bumper and I don't know. They're just great fun to mess around with. And they fit perfectly in the whole theme of the level, where you're like jumping through cereal with a poison milk. The music is bopping away, and the decor, the decoration is just brilliant. So yeah, no, fantastic map in terms of gameplay and aesthetics. Berries, we had 3 berries, which is always good. 3 is above average because you can have 5, so I suppose 2.5 would be your average. I don't know about the average actually. Interesting. I should have a look. What's the average berry count per level? I'll have a look. But anyway, 3 berries is fine. It's a long level, so they're quite sparsely scattered as well, which is, it makes you feel like when you come across when you're actually earning it. So that's nice. And a couple of them were hidden quite well. There was that one where you had to like move one of the Fruit Loops out of the way and dash under it. So that was cool. And the gameplay to get the berries were, slightly harder than the rest of the level, which I think is good. And any secrets? I didn't find any secrets when I went through before, or indeed then. So who knows? Maybe there were some. And then in terms of fun and difficulty, fun. I mean, hopefully you could tell I had a great time playing that. I think it was really good. The gameplay flows really well. If you're not pausing and talking, and you just like going through it, it flows really well. Even if you are pausing and talking, it's just a joy to talk about. And as I keep saying, I don't know that was a green level. There was a little bit of difficulty in that, so I'm going to give it slightly more difficulty rating than the other one. But yeah, so there we go. Strawberry Jam really coming into its own now. The 3rd level down, and we're having a great time. So thank you very much to Koff for Loopy Lagoon. Now the only thing that's left to do is check out the journal. But just before we do that, I'm just going to show you we can actually get on top of this, which is not necessary. There's nothing up here, but you can do it, which is nice. See some more windmills. Check out that view in the background. And then there is the journal back over to the left, the journal and the bench over to the left, which probably are the closest ones. But given that we're a little bit over, I thought we'd actually do a bit of exploring. So you can see if we come over to the right, we're into this nice jungle wooded area with some stone plinths. Maybe they're statues, so they're pretty cool. We've got this nice view through these bamboo shoots up here. This looks an important part of the lobby here. Actually, I wonder if there's something there. Hint: foreshadowing alert. There is the journal. But just before we jump into the journal, we've also got our third bench. So if we jump down, if we plonk ourselves onto the bench, we can see we are expanding our horizons even further, which is fantastic. So 3 levels done. Let's have a quick look at our stats. Why not? So here we go. Here's our new sticker with we've got a few Fruit Loops there with spiky bamboo growing through them. I think that's lovely. Again, it is following the pattern of it being roughly where you'd expect it to be based on the layout of the lobby. So yeah, maybe there is something there. So that's quite cool. And then we can see our stats here. So the longest complete clear so far, 14 minutes. Admittedly, a lot of that was chatting to you guys. And 23 deaths, which is obviously quite a lot. Again, in comparison. But I'm not too worried about deaths. Some deaths, I was just showing you stuff, so no dramas. But anyway, guys, as ever, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.